Welcome to the Hard Knocks Football League, PTG owner here. All I ask for you to do is like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you, and I hope you enjoy this game.
Is Axis Football. Today's matchup is as close as you can get on paper. These teams are very evenly matched. Either of these teams could bring home the victory today, but let's see who wants it more. Here comes the kicking team. The kick is off. And he is down. The offense looks to get things going here on first down. Dropping back. He's got a receiver in single coverage deep. The pass is knocked down. Incomplete. Second and 10. Buchanan will hand it off, and he's brought down. There's a flag on the play. We'll see if the penalty affects the outcome. It looks like they're going to call a face mask on that play. They'll accept the penalty. First down and 10 to go. Hands it off to the left side. And the tackle will be made by Perry. Gain of 1 on the play. Second down for the offense. 3 yards to go. Flag on the play. He's tackled. Let's see how the penalty affects that play. I think they're going to get the defense for offside here. They'll accept the penalty. Second down, 13 yards to go. He drops back to pass, fakes the handoff and looks to pass. And he steps out of bounds around the 10. A huge pickup there by the offense. First and goal. Buchanan surveys the field. Play action pass. He pulls it in. Gain of 9 on the play. The offense comes to the line on second and goal. Buchanan back to pass. He makes the throw. Picked off. He's put to the turf. First down and 10 to go. Motion for the offense. Counter play to the outside. It's a tackle. Bowman got him. That'll be good for about 2. Second down. Left side handoff. He fumbles the ball. And down he goes. First and 10. Buchanan surveys the field. He turns it upfield. And he safely slides to the ground. Gain of 11. Expecting pass, the defense lines up with 6 defensive backs. Buchanan back to pass. He finds a target, and it's caught for the score. Touchdown! The offense sets up for the point after. The kick is up, and it's good. They'll go out in front first today. Lining up for the kickoff. On the kickoff. The offense will start things off from the 25. The QB gives it away on a draw, and he's tossed to the turf. They'll lose one on the play. The offense comes in on second down. He'll pitch it off to the runner. He's tackled. That'll bring up third down. Third down for the offense. 15 yards to go. He makes the toss. And Green brings him down. Short loss on the play. The punt team lines up to kick this one away. The punt's away. And the tackle is made. Let's see what the offense has dialed up for the first play of this drive. He drops back into the pocket. Buchanan lets it roll. The pass is intercepted, and down he goes. Let's see what the offense has dialed up for the first play of this drive. He drops back. Play action pass. And he'll be taken down in the backfield. Green on the sack. A huge loss by the offense. Second down. He steps back to pass. Tosses one short. Tackle made by Bowman. Small loss on the play. Third down. He drops back into the pocket, sets his feet and throws, and the pass is incomplete. The offense sets up to punt one away. He makes the punt. And the return is going to go up near the 15-yard line. The offense looks to get things going here on first down. Dropping back. Buchanan lets it rip. And the pass misses the mark. Incomplete. Second play of the drive. Motion for the offense. Buchanan gives it away. He's all wrapped up. Burns with the tackle. Gain of 4 on the play. Third down. 15 yards to go. Motion right. Craig gets the ball. And Harry wraps him up for the tackle. That brings up fourth down. The punt team takes the field. He punts it away. And down he goes. Let's see what the offense has dialed up for the first play of this drive.
Tonight.
He'll give it away on the counter. And he's tackled. Gain of 4 on the play. Second down. 15 yards to go. Player in motion to the right.
Hike.
He'll fake the handoff and keep it himself. And the defender makes the tackle. That will be a loss of 2. A dime set for the defense. Player in motion. Dropping back. He tosses one. There's a flag on the play, and it's complete. And he'll be pulled down immediately. We'll see if the penalty affects the outcome. The defense is going to get nailed for pass interference. They'll accept the penalty. 3 receiver personnel for the offense. That signals the end of the first quarter. A tight race so far today. First down and 10 to go. He drops back into the pocket. Play action fake. He's got a receiver in single coverage deep. Reeled it in from downtown. And he will be taken down. Tackle made by Brooks. A nice pickup there by the offense. First and goal. Left side handoff. And he's gonna be tackled just short of the goal line. Gain of 8 on the play. Second and goal. They'll send a player in motion. Dropping back. QB shows run, but pulls it back into pass. And it's caught for a touchdown. The offense sets up for the point after. The kick is up. And the extra point is good. And onto the field comes the kicking team. The kick's away. They will look to get this drive going here from the 25. Buchanan back to pass. He tosses one just beyond the line of scrimmage. Wrapped up, brought down. Terry with the tackle. That'll go for 9 yards. Second down for the offense. Just 1 yard to go. Buchanan gives it away. Got him. Tackle made by Roberts. That will keep the chains moving. A dime set for the defense.
Hike.
The runner takes the pitch left, and he will be taken down. Tackle made by Burns. They'll pick up a couple yards here. The offense comes in on second down. 7 yards to go. Buchanan gives it away. Brought down up near the line of scrimmage. Gain of 1 on the play. Third down for the offense. 15 yards to go. They'll send a player in motion. Craig gets the ball. Broken tackle. And the tackle will be made by James. That gets us to 4th down. The offense lines up to punt. He punts it away. And the punt will land out of bounds. Let's see what the offense has dialed up for the first play of this drive. A flag on the play. Ooh, somebody jumped. That's going to be a false start. They'll accept the penalty.
Tonight.
Hand off to the left side, and that's as far as he'll make it. Loss of 4. Second down for the offense. He steps back to pass. Tosses it over the middle of the field. Incomplete pass. From under center. He drops back to pass. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. Hold it down. And he'll be pulled down immediately. Good enough for a first down. 1st and 10.
Go.
Hands it to the runner on the right side. Ripped to the ground. That'll go for about 3 yards. Operating from the gun. Motion for the offense.
Go.
He hands it off to the right side, and the defender makes the tackle. They'll lose 1 on the play. He drops back. He makes the throw up near the 45. The pass connects, and he will be taken down. Tackle made by Brooks. They'll pick up a chunk of yards on that play. 1st down and 10 to go. They'll send a player in motion. On the handoff. He's stopped in his tracks. They'll lose a couple yards there. Second and long for the offense. The receiver goes into motion. Hands it to the runner on the right side. And he's stopped around the 40-yard line. That'll bring up 3rd down. And the defense calls timeout. They'll have 2 remaining. 3rd down, 3 yards to go. He drops back to pass. He makes the throw over to the right side. Tracks down that ball. And he will be taken down. Tackle made by Brooks. They covered a lot of ground on that play. 1st down and 10 to go. Player in motion to the left. Dropping back. Throws the ball. And it's knocked away by the defense. Second and 10 for the offense. He drops back into the pocket. He pulls and he scores. They'll opt for the single-point attempt here. Here's the kick. And it sails through. That score puts them ahead for now. The kicking team set up to boot it away. On the kickoff. And he's tackled. Let's see what the offense has dialed up for the first play of this drive. Buchanan surveys the field. And the tackle will be made by James. Gain of 8 on the play. The defense will use a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining. Second down, 2 yards to go. There's a penalty flag on the field. Ooh, somebody jumped. That's going to be a false start. And they'll accept the penalty. Operating from the gun.
Hike.
He makes the throw up near the 45. And the receiver just can't bring it in. The defense comes in a 4-3 set. Buchanan gives it away. He's taken down, tackled by Terry. Gain of 5 on the play. And the defense calls timeout. They'll have just 1 remaining. The offense lines up to punt. He makes the punt. The punt will sail into the end zone for a touchback. First down and 10 to go.
Go.
He makes the throw over to the right side. The pass is knocked down, incomplete. Second and 10. He drops back to pass. Deflected by the defender and incomplete. Third and 10 for the offense. He hands it to the runner on the left side. He's going to be brought down up near the 25. That will go for about 5 yards. And the defense will call timeout here. They will have 1 remaining timeout. The punt team makes its way up the line. Nelson boots it away. And down he goes. Let's see what the offense has dialed up for the first play of this drive. He steps back to pass. He tosses a floater. It's pulled in by Newman. He'll be brought down up near the 50. A huge gain by the offense. 3 receiver personnel for the offense. Makes the throw over to the left side. It's caught. And the tackle will be made by James. A huge pickup there by the offense. And the offense will call a timeout here. That will be their last of the half. First down and 10 to go. Buchanan surveys the field. Flings one. Tipped away and incomplete. Second and 10 for the offense. Buchanan back to pass. And it's deflected down. Incomplete. Fifth play of the drive. QB back to pass. The pass connects. And he's tackled. That's good for about 7 yards. The offense is going to try for 3 here. Here's the kick. And it sails through. They'll recover some ground with that score. Here comes the kicking team. He'll boot this one deep into the end zone. The tackle is made. First and 10. Steps into the pocket. He tosses it off to the left side of the field. He reeled that one in, and he'll be pulled down immediately. That will be good enough to pick up the first down. And the offense will call a timeout here. That will be their last of the half. First and 10. Steps into the pocket, and it's complete. And the tackle is made. That's good for 10 yards. First and 10 for the offense. Steps into the pocket, and it's complete. He's tackled. They'll pick up a chunk of yards on that play. That brings us to the end of the second quarter. The kicking team set up to boot it away. On the kickoff. And he's tackled. The offense looks to get things going here on first down. He drops back into the pocket. He makes the short throw. And he's wrestled to the ground. They'll lose one on the play. Second down for the offense. 11 yards to go. He makes the handoff to the left side. And Green brings him down. That'll bring up third down. Third down. Fakes the handoff and looks to pass. And the pass is incomplete. The offense sets up to punt one away. He makes the punt. And he's tackled. The offense looks to get things going here on first down. The receiver goes into motion. Buchanan will hand it off. He'll be tackled near the 45. Small gain on the play. The offense comes in on second down. Buchanan surveys the field. He's got a receiver streaking down the sideline, and the ball is batted down. Motion for the offense. Buchanan back to pass. Throws one. And it's knocked away from the receiver. Incomplete. The punt team takes the field. He makes the punt. And the kick goes out of bounds. First and 10 for the offense. Motion for the offense. He drops back into the pocket. Play action fake. And the pass misses the mark. Incomplete. 2nd and 10 for the offense. He makes the toss off to the right side. And Brooks wraps him up for the tackle. That will be a loss of 2. Third down. Steps into the pocket. And the pass misses the mark. Incomplete. The punt team makes its way up the line. Nelson boots it away. And he's tackled. Let's see what the offense has dialed up for the first play of this drive. They'll send a player in motion. Craig gets the ball. That's the end of that play. That will go for about 8 yards. Two backs for the offense. Buchanan gives it away. And George has got him for the tackle. Gain of 8 on the play. First and 10. Buchanan gives it away. James wraps him up for the tackle. That will be good for about 6. The offense will operate from under center. Fakes the handoff and looks to pass. It's a sack for Farmer. They'll lose 10 on the play. The offense can't seem to find their rhythm today on third downs. Let's see if they switch things up with this call. Buchanan will hand it off. And he will be taken down. Tackle made by Burns. Small gain on the play. The kicking team lines up for a long field goal attempt. Here's the kick. And it's good. That will bridge the gap a bit. The kicking team set up to boot it away. He sends it off. They will look to get this drive going here from the 25. Motion left. He stretches the handoff to the outside, and he'll be brought down by the defense. Tackle made by Walker. Loss of 4. Second down for the offense. 8 yards to go. He drops back. Rushes to the backfield. Bowman for the sack. Loss of 7. Third down. He drops back. He sets up and throws. Incomplete. The punt team lines up to kick this one away. Nelson boots it away. First and 10 for the offense. Buchanan back to pass. He's got a receiver near the 30. Complete to Leonard. That will be good for about 6. The defense breaks the huddle with 5 defensive backs. QB back to pass. Looking short for a target. He safely steps out of bounds. That will bring up 3rd down. The defense lines up for another 3rd down. They've executed well so far here today.
Go!
Buchanan will hand it off. Tackle by Quinn. Gain of 4 on the play. Fourth play of the drive. He drops back. Makes the throw deep down the right side of the field. Wrestled to the ground by Quinn. That will be good enough to pick up the 1st down. 1st and 10.
Go!
The handoff is made. He's all wrapped up. Burns with the tackle. Small gain on the play. The offense comes in on 2nd down. 7 yards to go. QB with the play fake. It's caught, and he will be taken down. Tackle made by Burns. Gain of 12 on the play. First and 10 for the offense. Player in motion.
Hike!
Buchanan gives it away. He's down. Farmer planted him. The 3rd quarter comes to a close. A close game so far today. Second and short for the offense. Buchanan back to pass. Makes the throw short to the sideline. Touchdown! They're electing to go for 2 here. The receiver goes into motion.
Go!
He turns it upfield, and they're able to make good on the 2-point try. They will pull ahead with that score. Here comes the kicking team. On the kickoff. He is picked up and brought down. Let's see what the offense has dialed up for the first play of this drive. He makes the handoff. And Brooks wraps him up for the tackle. That's good for about 7 yards. Second play of the drive. Player in motion. He gives it away. And he'll be brought down by the defense. Tackle made by Walker. That will go for about 8 yards. First and 10. Run to the right side. And he will be taken down. Tackle made by Brooks. That'll bring up 2nd down. A lone back for the offense. Counter play to the outside. Tackle made by Bowman. That'll be good for a 1st down. First and 10. Pitch to the right side. And he's brought down before making it too far. That gets us to second down. Second down, 3 yards to go. The receiver goes into motion.
Go.
Inside handoff, and down he goes. Loss of 4. Seventh play of the drive. QB back to pass. Tosses it off to the right side of the field. The pass is incomplete. The punt team takes the field.
Go.
Nelson boots it away. The punt sails into the end zone and will be brought out to the 20. Setting up shop from the 20.
Go.
Buchanan will hand it off. And he is tackled. That gets us to second down. The offense will operate from the pistol set.
Go.
He makes the handoff to the left side. And the tackle will be made by James. That will be good enough to move the chains. First down and 10 to go. Hand off to Craig. And the tackle will be made by Perry. That'll go for about 3 yards. Second down. Buchanan back to pass. Throws the ball. He grabs it out of the air. And he's tackled. Gain of 13. A 2-receiver set for the offense.
Hike.
Buchanan gives it away. And he's brought down before making it too far. Small gain on the play. Second down.
Go.
Craig gets the ball. The defense is finally able to bring him down. Gain of 14 on the play. First down and 10 to go.
Go.
He drops back into the pocket. Finds a target. And he's immediately brought down. That's good for about 7 yards. Eighth play of the drive. Buchanan back to pass. He'll make the throw short along the right side. And he's tackled here. Gain of 7 on the play. The offense will operate from the pistol set. QB back to pass. He makes the throw over to the left side of the field. The pass is incomplete. Second and 10. Receiver in motion. Craig gets the ball. And the tackle will be made by James. That will bring up third down. The offense can't seem to find their rhythm today on third downs. Let's see if they switch things up with this call. The offense can't seem to find their rhythm today on third downs. Let's see if they switch things up with this call.
Go.
The runner takes the toss to the right. And the tackle will be made by Perry. Gain of 7 on the play. And the defense calls timeout. That will be their first of the half. The offense coming in with a 2-back set. Buchanan surveys the field, fakes the handoff, and looks to pass. And that's as far as he'll make it. Gain of 1 on the play. And the defense calls timeout. That will be their second of the half. 2 tight ends for the offense. Buchanan surveys the field. He makes the throw, and it's caught for a touchdown. The kicking team sets up for the extra point.
Tonight.
Here's the kick. And it's good. That score extends their lead. And onto the field comes the kicking team. The kick's away. He's tackled. Let's see what the offense has dialed up for the first play of this drive.
Go!
Steps into the pocket, tosses the ball, and he misses his target. The offense will operate from the pistol set. Steps into the pocket, flings one. Pass complete. And he safely steps out of bounds. They covered a lot of ground on that play. The defense breaks the huddle with 5 defensive backs. He steps back to pass. And it's complete. Tackle made up by the 30-yard line. They'll pick up a chunk of yards on that play. And the offense will call timeout here. That will be their last of the half. 1st and 10. Steps into the pocket. And he misses his target. Fifth play of the drive. Steps into the pocket. Hauls in that long throw. He's stopped and taken down up near the 10. Gain of 20 on the play. 1st down and goal for the offense. He steps back to pass. Batted down and incomplete. A 4-receiver set for the offense. Steps into the pocket. Penalty marker on the field. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown! Let's see what the call is. I think the offense is going to get called for a hold here. They'll accept the penalty. Second down and goal for the offense. Steps into the pocket, tosses it off to the right side of the field. Good for the reception, and he's immediately brought down. They covered a lot of ground on that play. 3rd and goal. Dropping back. He makes the throw, and it's caught for the score. Touchdown! They'll opt for the single-point attempt here.
Tonight.
Here's the kick. And the kick is good. That score will close the gap a bit. They're lining up for a kickoff conversion. It will be 4th and 12 from their own 28. Dropping back. He sees a target over the... And it's intercepted. He'll be brought down up near the 50. The kickoff conversion fails, and the defense will take over. Let's see what the offense has dialed up for the first play of this drive. And they'll take a knee here to run down the clock. The defense comes in a 4-3 set. And he takes a knee. All right, folks, that brings things to an end for us today.